if I hear another hardcore Trump supporter tell us that whenever he does whatever policy he does, that we didn't vote for that, I am going to absolutely have a stroke. This week, you had the founder of Latinas for Trump, a state senator down here in the state of Florida, a woman by the name of Ileana Garcia. And Ms. Garcia told us this week that with Donald Trump rounding up immigrants and deporting them out of the country, arresting them, she said, we didn't vote for this. Here is her exact quote. This is not what we voted for. I have always supported Trump through thick and thin. However, this is unacceptable and inhumane. She said that her Cuban refugee parents are now just as American, if not more so, than Stephen Miller. I understand the importance of deporting criminal aliens, but what we are witnessing are arbitrary measures to hunt down people who are complying with their immigration hearings, in many cases with credible fear of persecution claims, all driven by a Miller-like desire to satisfy a self-fabricated deportation goal. This undermines the sense of fairness and justice that the American people value. I agree with almost everything you said. If it weren't for that first sentence where you said, this is not what we voted for, everything you said after that was accurate and true and passionate and real, and I loved it. But you undermined it by making that first claim, this is not what we voted for. This is, in fact, exactly what you voted for. Donald Trump made it clear during the campaign that he was going to have mass arrests followed by mass deportations of people here in the United States that he didn't want here in the United States. Oh, if only there were signs. Oh, you know what? Speaking of if there were signs, the people at the Republican National Convention where they nominated Donald Trump officially, they literally had signs they were holding up, hundreds of people that said mass deportations now. There's your sign. Quite literally an actual sign that this is what he wanted to do. And maybe you didn't want to see those signs, even though they were everywhere at the convention. They were everywhere at his rallies. They were chanting it. And of course, he was saying it repeatedly, constantly, nonstop, that they would be rounding up people and sending them out of America. You did vote for this, and you know it. Again, I loved everything else you said. I'm glad that your eyes have been opened, and I'm glad you're speaking out about it. But be honest with people. You can say, yes, I voted for this. I didn't realize it would actually be this bad. I thought it was bluster. You know, politicians say a lot of things to get elected and then, of course, never do it. I thought it would be the same. Say something like that. That I'll believe. That is a valid excuse, right? But to say you didn't vote for it, you sound just like all these, the farmers out there, the factory workers who are losing their jobs, losing their livelihoods because of Trump's tariffs. And then they're like, we didn't vote for this. Yeah, you did. The tariffs and the mass deportations were the two things Donald Trump talked the most about on the campaign trail, saying, I'm going to do this. You vote for me and I will do it. And then you've got thousands of people that are like, well, I didn't vote for this. I don't think I did that. You did. You did. This is your fault. This is your fault. Now, if you're now saying, I will not make that mistake again, I have learned from this, I will not be duped. Yes, I voted for it and I regret it. Those people, more power to you. I love you. But those people just whining and crying saying, well, I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. Well, I still like him. Well, then you deserve all of the hardships you're experiencing. And I have no empathy or sympathy for you at all. I hope it gets worse, actually. Genuinely. Because if you're not willing to learn from your mistakes, if you're not willing to admit finally that, yes, okay, I was hoodwinked, I screwed up. Now how do I fix it? Those are the people that are absolutely on the right path. Those are the people that understand things. But you don't get to vote for this and then sit there and whine when he does exactly what he said he was going to do and try to say, well, we didn't vote for this. You damn sure did. And you know that you did. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.